Hello? Hello? Welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel, of course. This is Nicholas Villars, one half of the synth pop duo known as Super Divorce. Welcome to my virtual bedroom. As you can see here, we have entered my virtual bedroom. And here, what we're going to do this evening is we're going to play a little bit of a game that was requested last evening by the good brother Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan had requested that we go ahead and play Ecco the Dolphin. Ecco the Dolphin. Wanted us to play Ecco the Dolphin. So we're going to put the cartridge in. We're going to go. And we're firing up Ecco the Dolphin. We have installed our OS at the suggestion of good brother Andrew, who is here with us. Let's get straight into it. Obi-Wan is here. You're about to start his game of choice. His game of choice. His game of choice. His game of choice. But he does have a question. Obi-Wan has a question. Hold on, I must... Oh, what is this? Can we not pause? There's no pause. Is there no pause in Ecco? Dear God. There's no pause in Ecco the Dolphin. So I guess I'll just hang out here for a second while I address this question that's been posed by Obi-Wan. What are my thoughts on today's political happenings? I would agree with good brother Andrew and say not too bad. Not too bad. The Republicans held on to the Senate. It's looking like it's going to shake out that way, and it's looking like the Democrats will take control of the House of Representatives. So it's going to be. I've heard the phrase gridlock thrown around a little bit. It's going to be a bit of a gridlock. I think what we're going to see is, unfortunately, we're going to see the emboldened Democrats in the House of Representatives come at President Trump with a lot of frivolous claims, a lot of frivolous investigations that will they will do more to further the divide in the country. I think that they're going to continue their obstructionist ways. I don't see them reaching across the aisle because they're acting like children, and but it could have been worse. It could have been much worse. Could have been much worse. Seems like a good number of the governor spots that were up for grabs went to Republicans. So I would say that things are looking fairly decent for Trump in 2020. It was not the blue wave that was prognosticated. That did not happen. It was more of just like, I don't want to say it was like split right down the middle, but I think both sides have things they can be happy about. Like I said, in the Senate, Republicans picked up some seats. And then in the House, the Democrats picked up some seats. So it definitely could have been much worse. I'll say that. Oh yeah, the Hugh Jackman dilemma. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is starring in a new political movie that is set to release. And I was wondering, Obi-Wan, do you view Hugh Jackman as a national hero? Is Hugh Jackman an Australian hero to you and to the people of Australia? I was wondering that. I posed the question earlier tonight. I saw the trailer for Hugh Jackman's new movie come up, and I was like, I wonder if Obi-Wan thinks that he's a national hero. I wonder how the people of Australia react to Hugh Jackman. Okay, so let's start to play some Ecco the Dolphin. Let's see what we've got to do. Okay, I'll tell you about Ecco the Dolphin. I'll tell you about my experience with Ecco here. I'll tell you about my experience. By the way, real quick, I want to make sure that the soundtrack is coming through all right. So please let me know if my voice is too loud and the music for the game is too low or anything of that nature, because I definitely don't want to... One of the greatest things about going back and playing these old games is getting to hear the soundtrack. So if you can't hear it, if you can't hear the music, please let me know and I will turn it up a bit. But, oh, and Obi-Wan said that Hugh Jackman is very well respected. Well, that's good to know. I would hope so. I would definitely hope so. So my experience with this game, I never owned Ecco. When I first moved from the great state of Mammothsburg, which is the first city that I lived in when I was a youngster, where I went to preschool, kindergarten, and first grade, where my grandparents lived. Even after I moved out from the city of Mammothsburg, the great state of Mammothsburg, I would still go back almost every weekend. I had friends there. I still love going to Mammothsburg. I still do. Anyhow, when I moved from Mammothsburg to West Carrollton before I started second grade, my first friend was the girl who lived right behind me. In our neighborhood, we shared a fence. We shared a fence in our backyard. Each of us, we each shared the same backyard fence. And so naturally, we were outside, we were playing, we started talking to each other. She became my first really good friend in my new home. Her name is Kara. And my first really good friend in my new place, my new city. And it was a great relief to have a good friend, and we would get together and we would play SEGA games, and I would show her the games that I had, and she showed me the games that she had. And one of the games that she had for SEGA was this one. It was Ecco the Dolphin. And so I would play this game over at her house just for several minutes at a time, you know, because that's what you do when you're kids. You know, you play games for a little while, and then you get up, you go play something else, you come back and whatever. But I never sat down and beat this or even came close to it. So when I'm playing this here tonight, it's like it takes me back to that time. It takes me back to playing it at my first really good friend's house when I moved to my new city just before starting second grade. That's what I think of when I play this game. But I wager that I will play it for a longer amount of time tonight than I've ever played it in my life. That's what I wager here. So let's see. So let me check out this. Let me check out the comments here again. Obi-Wan wants to know, will this political movie irk you somewhat? I don't know. I just caught like the tail end of the trailer, so I'm not really even sure what the story is, what it's all about. I'll have to look into it more. But I do like Hugh Jackman as an actor, so maybe I will check it out and then report back afterwards. And good brother Andrew wanted to know, who is the top universally respected actor or actress, musical act, or entertainer in Australia? Okay, so as we let that question kind of sit and Obi-Wan thinks it over, we will... Whoa, what happened there? I did a jump. What the hell just happened? I did a jump up into the air, and then all of the sea creatures got sucked up into the sky. What did I do? I don't know what just happened there, guys. I can send these shockwaves out. What else can I do? I guess... Does that do anything, actually? Okay. So one of the buttons speeds me up. The other one does more of like a dash. And then the other one will shoot some sound waves out to do something. I don't know what it does. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I've not been given any sort of directive. I'm just kind of exploring. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm really trying to get in touch with this game in a serious way for the first time in my life. So maybe I can go through here. I found a channel. I found a friend. Suddenly, great winds of water. ... What? They what? Suddenly, great winds of water. That's all they say. I don't know what that means. What is that supposed to mean? That looks like a tunnel that I could go through, but I can't do anything with it. And then I've got some sort of bars up there. What does that do? Suddenly great winds of water. Is that... Are those little blocks up there? Okay, that's my... Whoop! I got hit. Okay, so that's my first enemy that I've come in contact with for the... Whoop! For the jellyfish. Can I don't know what I can do about those. Oh, I can poke them with my nose. But I don't seem to really get anything for it. It also doesn't seem to penalize me for hitting them. Other than maybe stops my momentum. Okay, so I'll go down this way. A bunch of jellyfish just swimming around, just doing stuff. What can I do here? Oh! Okay, I probably don't want to hit the spikes. It's probably safe to say. Can I... Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's... Can I hit the jellyfish a little more? Maybe some sea urchins. They don't... What happened there? Okay, so... do I get... Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to do. Whoop! It's not the way. I'm sending out signals here to try and figure out what the heck. I mean, this place down underwater here? Guys, it seems a little bit like a maze. But I'm amazed that I would ever be expected to know what I'm supposed to do. There's no... like I said, there's... Oh, what is that? That's one of those whales from SeaWorld. I can hit this little... There's a crystal. Can I hit the crystal? That doesn't do anything. And even jumping up out of the water seems to only give me... Where'd that guy go? The whale's gone. I can't... Maybe I have to talk to him. I know not what has happened to your pod. He knows not what has happened to my pod. Checking back in with Obi-Wan, he says about the top entertainer in Australia. He says, hard to say. Jackman's right up there. Also, Kate Blanchett, Nicole Kidman, Hugo Weaving, David Wenham, Jeffrey Rush, though Obi-Wan hears that he's having some Me Too issues. Uh-oh. Andrew, good brother Andrew, forgot that Nicole Kidman was Australian. And Obi-Wan then said that Chris Hemsworth hasn't done anything yet to cause public disrepute, and he's pretty awesome. Supposedly, he's a fairly recent one. Yeah, I like Chris Hemsworth. Okay. What's happened to my pod? Perhaps the Big Blue will help you. You must travel past the undercaves to find him. The Big Blue. I have to travel past the undercaves. I don't know what this is supposed to do. That's crazy to me. There's this crystal. It doesn't even do anything. That's confusing. I think that's very, very confusing. Oops. Whoops. I think it's very confusing to have something like that. Whoa. No, I got poked again. And I can't even... It's another maze. Okay. No. That wasn't it. This wasn't it, was it? Nope. That ain't it, fam. That's what all the kids say. They're like, that ain't it, fam. Gotta go on up. Could go this way. Go back out this way. So I gotta go past the caves to the Big Blue. Give me a break. What is going on here? This is bonkers, guys. Can I not... How do I regain some health? That's what I want to know. I don't see any way to do that. So I will continue to go down. Hey, there's a friend. I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. How about Paul Hogan in Australia? I felt like Paul Hogan would be kind of the cream of the crop. Crocodile Dundee? What's going on now? What happened there? Suddenly, great winds of water. Did they take me back to the beginning of this level? Because it seemed like I still had... Did I die? To me, it seemed like I still had, like, many blocks left over. I don't know why I would have died already. It doesn't make any sense. What am I trying to do? What's the objective here? To talk to Big Blue. Past the caves. Past the underwater caves. It seems like... Okay, so that's... Okay, so when I jump out, the bottom blocks fill up. But... So the top blocks must be health. The bottom blocks are my air, I suppose. Search for the key dash glyph. Alright. Let's search for the key dash the glyph. The glyph. Search for the key dash glyph. Can I not make it through this? What? No way? There's no way to do that? Okay. Okay, very well. So what do they want me to do here? I have to search for the key slash the glyph. And they're gonna play little games with me, I think, to it's like, look at this, guys. Look at this. I don't know about this. I don't know about all this. And then it doesn't even refill my my meter. Now I don't even know what to think. Oh yeah, Steve Irwin. Good brother Andrew brought up Steve Irwin. I actually read an article the other day. I think it was PETA. Maybe it was PETA who had come out and were denouncing Steve Irwin and saying that he was not the animal lover that everyone thought he was because of all his shenanigans with crocodiles and such, and that he didn't treat animals the way that he should have. He wasn't really the icon that people made him out to be. That it was time to stop celebrating Steve Irwin. That he was actually problematic. He's actually a very problematic guy. So if you're a big Steve Irwin fan, maybe I think they were suggesting it's time to take a look in the mirror and reevaluate your stance on Steve Irwin. These people were. Let's see. Obi-Wan said there's Ben Mendelsohn, Heath Ledger, Guy Pearce, and Eric Bana too. Russell Crowe and Mel Gibson aren't really respected too much. Paul Hogan hasn't been big since the 80s. Hadn't heard of Bruce Spence. You guys really need to invest more of your time and energy into Paul Hogan. I think that he resonates with an international audience. You know, it's like this. Look. You know, it's like, what's his face? Sly Stallone, right? He's still doing Rocky yeah, well, I mean, he's still playing Rocky in the Creed movies. He's got a new Rambo coming out. Now, what I'd really love to see is a 2018 or 2019 at this point. It'd be a 2019 or 2020 Crocodile Dundee film. Like, why don't we make that happen? I think the people of Australia should band together and say, we've gone long enough, and the world's gone long enough, without a new Crocodile Dundee. Let's get Paul Hogan back in shape, and let's make the greatest Crocodile Dundee movie that the world's ever seen. That's what I think needs to happen. So, just my 2 cents. That's what I would do. If I was running an Australian film company, I would be like, you know what? I'm not going to greenlight another goddamn movie until someone here gets me in touch with Paul Hogan and we get the next Crocodile Dundee movie greenlit. We get a production date. We get a release date. I want movement on this. That's what I would say. I would say I want movement on this by the end of the day. I want someone here to have gotten in touch with Paul Hogan, figure out what he's doing, figure out why no one has made this movie yet, and get him on board, and really, really just rally the troops. Be like, this is big stuff, guys. People are waiting. Tired of waiting, quite frankly. Quite frankly, they're tired of waiting. And so this is what we do, right? Is this Ecco? Is this all there is? We just... Hold on. Got some Paul Hogan news. Iconic Australian actor Paul Hogan is to star in upcoming feature film The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. Production starts next month in Australia, Los Angeles. What the fuck? Really? We're gonna really have a new Crocodile Dundee movie coming out. Holy shit. Well, cut my legs off and call me Shorty. God damn. Look at that. That is... I don't even know what to say right now. Holy shit. I'm stunned. That's a great move. That is the best move that the people of Australia could have possibly made. That's a big win, Obi-Wan. That is a big, big win. Please look forward to the biggest Australian film yet released in the history of cinema. I mean, you tell me the release date, I will be buying a ticket, and we will go on opening night and review the new Crocodile Dundee film. No question about that. Oh, I can move it with the... Oh, okay. Look, I found... Okay, good. A deep maze under caves. What is that? What is that? A deep maze of caverns with no surface to the dry side. Songs of the sea sing of the great danger in this place. Aniact. It's gotta be like a letter jumble right there. How about D-A-N-C-E? Dance? No. I-C-A-N can D-A. Nope, that would use up another N. No, not I can dance. That can't be it. Hold on, wait. Hold on, we've got another development here. Obi-Wan says, sorry, looks like it's not a Croc Dundee film. Hogan is playing himself in it. It's a biopic about Paul Hogan. It's a biopic about Paul Hogan. Okay. Maybe some good will come of this. Maybe the biopic will reawaken a thirst for Crocodile Dundee, not just in the people of Australia, but also in the people of the world. And hopefully from that biopic, we will eventually get a new Crocodile Dundee film properly done. Paul Hogan playing the character. I hope so. Okay. Alright, so we've got a music change. We're gonna... What does this do? What? Whoa. What are you doing? What is this? What are you doing? Okay. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Nope. Go ahead. What does it say? You may not pass yet. I see. I get it. Okay. I get it. I can't pass yet. Okay, I have to go up. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, and I can't go up there. So, what do you want me to do? What would you like for me to do there? What is it that I'm supposed to do here? I can't do that. There's really nowhere to go over there. I'm going to run out of air. What is that? I don't even know what just happened there. I don't know what these little balls are, the little orbs. Nope, that's really not the way to do it. Oh, okay. But then I can do that, so sure. I need to find a little bit of, just like a place where I can pop up and breathe for a second. Because this is really kind of a bummer for me. I can't get around those. Can I get up to some sort of surface to... No. Okay, so I have to start over again. Fair enough. Okay, I can't pass yet. Nope. Okay, I can't pass yet, but what? What do I have to do first? All I did last time was I toss the... What do I have to do? What do I gotta do? What do you want me to do first? Doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to this. What do I have to go to all corners first and figure out... What? Do I have to hit that first? Nope, that doesn't do anything. You may not pass yet. Okay. Nope, that doesn't do it. Doesn't quite do it. How about this? No, I still can't pass yet. I don't know what the... I don't know what the criteria is here, what they expect me to do. I have to hit it first? Nope, still can't pass yet. Okay. Okay, so what do you want me to do here? Did I have to go up there? No, that wasn't it. That was not it. What else? What else needs done? Let me know what else I have to do. Okay. What else do I have to do? Okay, that worked. I still don't understand exactly what happened there. Stop doing that. Just ram your nose into it, okay? That's all you gotta do. That doesn't do it. I go this way, though. Ah, damn it. I was hitting one of those... That's stupid. Okay, so I have to go this way. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. It's shown me something. Swim slowly past 8 arms. Okay, swim slowly past... I don't know what you mean. Past 8 arms. I think I'm about to die. I was able to get a little air, but it seems like I'm... Now I'm back at the Undercave's beginning again. Okay. I like how it very subtly starts you over here. It's like, it's not going to call you a dumbass, it's not going to call you out too much. But it lets you know that you messed up. Nah. Stop it. Let me go up this way. Okay, I don't care about that. I don't care about the swim slowly past 8 arms thing. That doesn't do anything for me. What does that even do? You know, what is this? I feel like this is like a trick. There's a shell. I'm supposed to move it somewhere. That's all well and good. That's fine. That thing, it's just... These goddamn... The puffer fish... It's not letting me do anything to them. Can I at least get a little extra? Nope. Wouldn't let me get some air either. Obi-Wan said, remember us talking about this year's Bachelor? I said he's the most Aussie person since Steve Irwin. Well, out of all the gorgeous women he had thrown at him and getting along really well with them all, he decided in the end not to choose any of them. Much respect, Obi-Wan said. Andrew thinks that's a rogue move. Yeah. Kind of breaking the game, aren't you? Supposed to choose one. I didn't realize you could just say, nah, I'm good. I think I'll choose to not have any of these ladies. What does that do? What are they releasing there? What is that? Is it, well, this is going to be a shit show. Okay. You know what? I don't know how I feel about the way this game handles levels. Can we even call them levels? I don't know if Ecco has levels. You just gotta... Dear God. Okay, so I have to go down this way again. Go up... I'll admit it. I suck at this game. I really do. Mostly because I don't care. It's like the control scheme. Everything about this game makes me not want to be good at it. It's like I just don't give a shit. That's a problem. See? And here I am. Okay? Gotta start all over again. Go over here. Do this until like some of the ripples come back towards me. That seems to be the only thing. Then you gotta transfer the ripples over to the next one. And then you can head this way. You can take out some of these pointy shells. Okay, fair enough. Well, I wasn't supposed to do that. That's not right. See, then I just lost some health just by going that way. And then what? Then I gotta go this way. I gotta go up here, try and regain a little bit of that. Then these guys are gonna be coming after me. And it seems like it's like tough to... What? Why can't I... Go! Why aren't you going? I'm pressing the button. I was pressing the button to dart forward and it wouldn't do anything. Obi-Wan, how far away are you from the events of the movie Wolf Creek? That's a scary movie. That makes me not want to go to Australia. The movie Wolf Creek. I remember watching that and I was like, I don't want to go to Australia anymore. Do people talk about that? Do they tell ghost stories when you guys would get together for sleepovers and stuff with your friends? Talk about the Wolf Creek guy? If you wander too far away, you know that guy's gonna come out and get you. Seems like it would be one of those things that that Aussie kids would go on about. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. But okay, we've got some sort of something or other. Might as well. Why can't I move forward, you know? Why can't I dart forward here? Now let me just go up. Just go up. Got that. Well... I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this thing does. What is that supposed to do? Can it blow a hole and stuff? There we go. I mean, it took away one of those. Can I knock it upwards? It doesn't seem like it. What the hell? Okay. I can't move this upwards. I can't move the shell upwards to take away these rocks. What do you want me to do? What do they want me to do? And we have to start over again. Perfect. Okay, get rid of that. Now we know we have to go this way. We have to go up here. We have to... Yeah, that's fine. We have to, like, move this. No. I didn't move it far enough. You know? Now it's ruined. Now the whole thing's ruined. See, it just takes away that one. But I need it to take away more than that. So what am I supposed to do? Does it reappear? Did I get another one? I do not get another one. Yeah. This is something else. This game really is something else. Let's see. Oh, we got an answer. Obi-Wan says, Wolf Creek Crater, not sure why they omitted the E for the movie, is in the far north of Western Australia, almost a 3,000 kilometer drive from Perth. So it seems like you're pretty safe when it comes to running into the Wolf Creek guy. But the story is true, correct? Like, I don't know if you've seen the movie. Is the movie a pretty accurate portrayal, if you have seen it, of what actually happened? And has the guy still not been caught? They made a TV show about it too. I never watched the show, but the movie was good. The movie was pretty scary. Knowing it was based on true events. You know, I remember oh, we're almost out of time. I feel like Obi-Wan pranked me. I feel like this was an Obi-Wan prank to play Ecco the Dolphin. I mean, I feel like this is harder than playing God of War, the new God of War, on the highest difficulty. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know what they want me to do. You know? No. Well, that certainly wasn't it. And it's like, okay, if this item... I mean, I might as well kill myself now. Because it seems like I need that item. I need that item to be able to progress. That's fine. I need to... Yeah, okay, we got that. We go over here. We shoot the big diamond out of the way. And I'll go ahead and make my way up here. So maybe I can take out these jellyfish. If they don't respawn, that would be just perfect. And then I can knock this over that way. No. See, and I can't pick it up to move it. Hold on, I'm gonna try this. I haven't used this to any great effect in this game yet, so maybe... Okay, maybe I can actually just... No. I just want to move this damn shell over towards... That didn't do it. I guess I didn't get it close enough. I thought that would have been close enough. Nope. Not good. Not good enough. Okay, so we'll try and move it over. There. Ah, okay, that's what I was trying to do. So now, can I make it past the jellyfish? Can I get a little life here? Can you guys give me something? There we go. Okay. Ah, and now I see. Now I get it. I know what I gotta do now. Okay, fair enough. I mean, maybe I need to go up here because there was okay, I've got the crystal. No, I got the charge up. We need to go. Go. It won't let me go. It wouldn't let... Okay, I'm rewinding. That's bullshit. I was pressing the button to dash, and it just wouldn't let me do it. Why not? What's the problem? Why not let me dash? I'm just trying to dash. I'm just trying to dash back. Nope. We're not fucking doing it. We're not fucking doing it. Just go. Nope. Sorry. No. I just want to go down. Can I just go down? I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the dash button. Just, no, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to fight that guy. I just wanted to get out of his way. I'm trying to be a pacifist here. And the damn game's trying to make me get into confrontations that I'm not interested in. See, just... That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Can I get this thing? There we go. We got it out of the way. That's all I wanted to do. That's it. Nope, and now they want to tell me that guy hit me. Okay, no, we'll just rewind again. That's fine. I can do that. Ah, and there's the mysterious little... You may not pass yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But... Let's see here. Wolf Creek was marketed in both Australia and international markets as being based on a true story, though it is in actuality a composite inspired by several true crimes. Okay. So probably like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I think that movie is inspired by the crimes of Ed Gein. It didn't actually happen, but they marketed that movie, I think, in a similar way. Obi-Wan says he tried playing Ecco a few weeks ago but couldn't get very far. Thought I might be able to work it out. We'll see. And Wolf Creek is the reason you don't really watch horror movies, Obi-Wan says. The actor who played the bad guy is also having Me Too issues. Wow. Andrew, good brother Andrew, says that every man is having Me Too issues. Well, I think every man has to keep that in mind now. Every man has to keep Me Too in mind. So Wolf Creek, Obi-Wan, that's an interesting tidbit. Wolf Creek is the reason you don't watch horror movies. Is it because you watched it and you were so scared? Was it so frightening that it just turned you off from the genre in general? And how old were you when you saw it? Okay, let's see. I may not pass yet. I've got to find... Alright, I need to go slowly. Nah. Don't want to start over here. I need to go slowly past these arms, I think. That's not gonna that's just not gonna do it, is it? I can't stun this guy. What am I supposed to do here? I get that I can't pass yet. I mean, that's you've made that abundantly clear, okay? But what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, I can get so close. What happens? Okay, if and I'm not trying to boost. I'm just trying to swim past. I try and do that to him a little bit. That doesn't work. Okay, I can't go any slower. I don't think I can go any slower than this. But then I die. I think that's the key. I have to go super duper 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 slow. So let me go back a little bit. It was too scary for you. Wolf Creek was too scary for Obi-Wan, and his siblings put it on Easter Sunday. Well, what a day to watch a horror film. Let me keep going back a little bit. I think that's as far as I can go. So let's see if I just I was going too fast. So I have to try and go quite slow indeed past the octopus. There we go. Okay, we made it past him. Now I need to get somewhere where I can get... Damn it. You see? Nope. Not good enough. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not gonna work. How did I get hit, though? No. No, that ain't it, fam. The kids like to say that. No. No, 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 no. Can I at least... Oh! What is that? Is that like a... It looked like a bubble. It looked like a bubble I should be able to get. Then it's just trying to make me die. Immediately. Well... I run out of time now. Oh no. No, 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 no. What am I dying from there? I mean the Is it that just seems like something that should be good. You know? It seems like it should be good to try and get some bubbles from inside the oyster. If it's like, if you've learned anything from Sonic, you want to get bubbles on a water level so that you can breathe some more. Now I'm just dying randomly. Now I've just run out of time for some reason. I mean, I'm just gonna have to keep going back. I've not, I don't have enough time here. And they don't give you a little alcove to try and regain your breath. You know, this is not fair. This is not a fair fight. strongly disagree. Wait. Are they starting me over again? What happened there? What the hell just happened? Why would it take me back? I don't know what just happened. Why has it taken me back this far? Oh god, this is annoying. This is really something. This is something else. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. This is really awful. This is crap, okay? Look, then I'm trying to hit these goddamn things. They don't go away. It's just, what's going on right now? You're hitting the button to dash. Nothing happens. That doesn't even do anything. Yeah, I get it. Swim slowly. I realize. Yeah, fine. Fine. But now this... See how stupid? Do you see how stupid? It's... No, Jesus Christ. This is... The clunkiness. No. Nope. Oh. Try and get ahead of it. Try and nope. Still doesn't work. Still not good enough, huh? Nope, that's not good enough. No. Good. Can I fit through here? I mean, at least, I guess, right? At least that. Nope, not fast enough. Still, I lose all my air before I can make it through. So good. Nope, that's not gonna work. This game is crazy. This game is absolutely crazy. You know why you would beat this? It's like if you didn't know anything about video games. If you knew nothing about video games, but you knew you wanted a Sega Genesis, and you asked for a Sega Genesis for Christmas, and you're like, get me a Sega Genesis, please. I'm asking Santa Claus for a Sega Genesis this year for Christmas. That's what I want. That's the thing that I want the most. And then Santa's like, ho, 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 little boy. Well, which games do you want for your Sega Genesis? And you're like, I don't know. I just want a Sega. Well, this is the game that your parents would just pick out. You know? It's that one. Because it's like, oh, well, it's got this little dolphin. It's got a dolphin game. This looks fun. Do you think he would like the game with the dolphin? Do you think he'd like the dolphin game? Should we get him the dolphin game? What is this one called? Streets of Rage. Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. But here's this one. This is called Ecco the Dolphin. You're probably making echoes with your dolphin. Let's get him Ecco the Dolphin. And that's what happens. So they bought you Ecco the Dolphin. And you have it. And it's a complete shit show. And the only reason you finish it is because it's the only game that you have. There are no other options. It's like, but I don't want Ecco the Dolphin. But I didn't want Ecco. And they're like, hey, you're being ungrateful. Be nice. They're like, but all my friends are playing Streets of Rage and they're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Those games don't sound very nice. You need to be grateful for the games that you've got. You're gonna play that goddamn Ecco game, and you're gonna figure out how to win. You're gonna solve that Ecco one, and you're gonna like it. Or else you just won't play anymore. Or just get rid of the damn thing. Yeah? I mean, that's the only reason. And that's why people beat this game. See, I can't even... It doesn't even let you use the controls it sets you up with to try and win. Then you hit the guy. That doesn't work. I mean, I'm not going crazy here. Oh, then he swoops right down on you. You know, like a damn idiot. Now I'm about to die anyway. You know? Even though I killed all of these guys just recently. See, I can't... If I could zoom right past them, that's one thing. Maybe I can. No, I can't do that. It won't let me. No, I can't do that either. I can't do that. I'm not even trying to make waves. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to screw around with these guys. I just want to go around them. I want to go around them so that I can make it, and then I die. Then I die. No, Obi-Wan, it's not your fault. Don't feel bad. It's not your fault. I just wish. I just wish. That's all. I just wish. You know? You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't do anything about this. I've got no lives to give. It's just like, see? It's like I'm trying to dart over to that guy. What? I hit the goddamn dude with my nose. Oh, there we finally moved it. Finally moved the crystal. Now what? Got a little air. We're gonna continue on. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. You may not pass yet. Still can't pass. Okay, so I still can't pass yet. Nope. And now they're gonna. Well, that's kind of stupid, if you ask me. If you ask me, I don't know how slow I have to go here. Keep going up. Okay, so I can go up here. Now I'm gonna need to find a place where I can recharge a little bit. No, that's a bad move. Can I do anything? Okay, so we've got that. Oh, jeez. No. Nope, 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 nope. Another piss poor move. So I can go down here. Now I gotta go back down through here, and I gotta do it. But now I can't. Now I run out of air. You know? Is there a... So... Oh, jeez. Look, I found, okay, maybe I can make this work. Okay. No, not like that, though. That's not the right way. I just don't know. Yeah. Just feel like there's probably something over here I need. Some... Yeah, not that. No. Maybe if I'm like perfectly flat. Nope, not even that way. So going over there was a waste of time. Let's run it back. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Okay. There's this right here. No, that just says I may not pass. Okay, so I may not pass, but also at the same time, you see the problem? Do you guys see the problem? The problem is that if I can't pass, it's like what do they want me to do right here? Clearly there's another crystal that I need to knock around to make an example of. I can't do that with the one that's right there. So this just says I may not pass yet. I don't want to pass. What I really want is just to, if you can just bless me with your power. No, I can't pass yet. I'm not trying to pass. Why do they not understand that I'm not even trying to pass? That's sweet of you, Obi-Wan. You thought that I would like the cute dolphin. I do like the cute dolphin. It's not Ecco's fault. It's not your fault. It's the fault of whoever programmed this. It's like, what the hell were you trying to do? You know, what's the objective here? I really don't understand. It's a complete shit show. It's like you go over this way, you try and hit the thing. You may not pass yet. Fair enough. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I can't go that way yet. But what can I do? I can go back this way. I can go back the way I've already gone. Well, that doesn't seem very beneficial. So what else? I can't go that way. It tells me I may not pass yet. Okay? So I can't go from where I came from. I can't go down here because... Why? Because I can't make it through this opening. With no surface to the dry side, songs of the sea sing of great danger in this place. Yeah, because it's crap. And on the Arctic monkeys, Obi-Wan, I would have to say jury's still out. I don't know enough Arctic monkeys. I couldn't even name a single Arctic Monkeys song, so I don't know. It doesn't work, guys. I can't make it through here. I don't know what they want me to do. I really look, I'm just honking at them. They won't move. They won't do shit. Okay? Fucking... What do you want me to do? What would the creators of this game have me do? I can't go this way. Okay? I can't go that way. I can't go this way. No. You can't. You may not pass yet. Okay, that's fine. So where can I pass exactly? I can go back the way that I came from up there. That doesn't make any sense, though. That's kind of fucking stupid, isn't it? So I can go this way. I can get a breath of fresh air. That's great. That's great to get a nice breath of fresh air. And then I can go back this way. And, nope. And I can't really do anything there. No, I'll just die. Yeah, I'll die if I do that. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. There is nothing that I can do here. There's no recourse. I mean, I'm sure I missed something. I'm absolutely sure I missed something. But do I feel like figuring out what I missed? That's a major key, man. You know, if you're gonna have these little sly games going on, you've got to make it so that when someone misses something, that they feel like they really missed it. You want to make them feel bad about missing something, not like the developer made a boo-boo. You don't want them thinking about that stuff when they're playing a game that you made. That's not why people play games. See, I'm trying to retrace my steps, and what I'm finding is that none of it makes any goddamn sense. So I have to get another little swizzle do to try and move the thing. I mean, I don't think I can make it in time now. It's just not gonna happen. I only have one. No, see? Yeah, it's just, it's asking too much. It's asking too much. I get hit. I can't make it. I can't make it over there. Even if I'll rewind all the way as far back as I can to try and make this Kessel run in fewer parsecs, but it just it's a shit show. This is a shit show of a level. I'm gonna have to get over here. I'm gonna have to haul ass from this point. Okay? So I'm gonna haul ass from this point, right? And then I'll just have to kind of swizzle stick right on past here. Doodle doo. No. I'm gonna have to use, nope, not that. I have to use my, no. I gotta use my darting power. No. Gotta be a little more tactical. Okay, so I can hit that. Okay, no. You gotta be a little more. Nope, not like that. There we go. Okay, so maybe in good shape now for this part. I've got to go straight down without causing any sort of disturbance with the octopus. Okay, now I need to run over here. I'm gonna have to get my bearings, get my health back, my air, actually. You guys ever remember this? You remember going to the video store, but not just the regular video store. It was like, do you remember when, here's a throwback for you. Do you guys remember when even some gas stations had a video store? I remember the Starvin' Marvin gas station in the great state of Mammothsburg that I just mentioned earlier. The Starvin' Marvin gas station. It had, there we go, get it out of the way. The gas station that my grandfather always went to, it had a video store inside of it. And our grocery store, actually, every grocery store that we went to when I was far back as I can remember, my very earliest memories, grocery stores, we used to have video stores in the grocery. Did you guys have Obi-Wan? I'd be interested to find out. Obi-Wan, in Australia, did you guys ever have video stores in the grocery store? Like you go and do your shopping like at the market, but there's also a video store inside of it in the supermarket. That was a big thing here. And hold on, Obi-Wan says that this game is bringing too much negativity to the channel, and feel free to stop playing, maybe consult some tips and come back another time. And he mentioned Arctic Monkeys because Kat and him are going to their concert. First concert he will have been to in a long time. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope you please look forward to the Arctic Monkeys. And you've set me off on a journey, Obi-Wan. I can't just throw in the towel because it gets difficult. I'm not saying I'm gonna beat this game. I'm not saying that. Songs of 3 trapped dolphins. Songs of 3 trapped dolphins are heard here. Okay. I don't know what that means. Songs of 3 trapped dolphins are heard here. Looks like I can move this rock. I move the rock. I've seen some vaporwave album versions of Ecco the Dolphin music. Maybe some of you would be interested in those. What you gotta do with that? There we go. Keep it going down. Let's push this rock all the way down, man. There we go. Push it all the way down. See what happens. Is that what we want to do? I don't even know. Songs of 3. What do you want me to do here? What do you guys think of the art style here in Ecco? Do you guys like the art style in Ecco? What does it make you think of? Does it make you sad? Does it bring melancholy to you? Does it make you happy? Does it make you nostalgic? What do you think of this art style here in Ecco the Dolphin? What have I got to do? What have I got to do for these damn dolphins? I can't even go down the one that I threw that boulder down for. It's not working. It's not working. I can't. It's not letting me go down. Why would it let me go down just a little bit? Can I do anything for this over here? Just trying to see what the lay of the land is, man. Even up and over, not providing any sort of real comfort here. Yeah, this is that doesn't do anything, but I might be able to make it over this one too. No, I didn't want to do that. Ha! You know, I enjoy... I'm just going to say this. I haven't talked about this before. I enjoy vaporwave. I enjoy the aesthetic of vaporwave. It reminds me of my childhood in a bit. I feel very fortunate, by the way, because my first memories of childhood are from the 80s. And then I also grew up in I would say my formative years were the late 80s and early 90s. Two fantastic times for all sorts of children's media. And I really feel like I got the best of both worlds. Now, having said that, the what would you call it? The vaporwave aesthetic, I feel like it draws very heavily on 90s pop culture, and the aesthetic of the early 90s is really the aesthetic, I think, of vaporwave, late 80s and early 90s. And you see a lot of stuff from that time period being used in the vaporwave scene. Now, what I don't like about that is that it's often associated with a sense of melancholy, and not just melancholy, but also there seems to be this undertone of like pill and drug culture that's wrapped up in it, which is really weird to me, because, you know, when I was growing up in the early 90s, it was like I just liked you know, I just liked Rocko's Modern Life, and I liked Doug, and I like Sonic the Hedgehog, and I like SEGA games and games that look like this with these kind of soundtracks. I wasn't doing Xanax. Like, where does that come from? How does that fit in? Why is pill culture intertwined with like the shit from my childhood? Like, where does that? What the fuck? You know? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of these people who are like super into this shit like didn't grow up in that time. Like, why are you taking my childhood and saying that not only are we gonna say that, not only co-opting the aesthetic of the things that you grew up with, now we're going to intertwine it with the idea of like doing pills and killing yourself and shit. It's like, that, I don't want to associate my fucking childhood with that crap. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I think it's a bunch of horse shit. I like vaporwave. I like the aesthetic. I don't agree with the pill part of it. I don't agree with the like the quasi-suicidal overtones or undertones or whatever the fuck you want to say. I think these a lot of these kids who are making this shit, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's like this was our childhood, man. We weren't drinking cough syrup and fucking zoning out. You know? Stupid. I disagree strongly. Let me get back to it here. Let me see what I can do with this. I don't know what I can do with Ecco the Dolphin. I don't know if there's anything to save about Ecco the Dolphin here. What am I gonna do? What am I really gonna do with Ecco the Dolphin? It's like I pushed that rock down, right? I pushed the rock down. I don't know what they want me to do now. Be careful, you're gonna become a meme. Well, okay. Let's see. Can I do anything here? Can I try and make it down? No. I can't go any further. I can't do that. There's no rock to push down here now. Maybe if, oh, there it is. It was over that way. Okay, so can I push it down? Then I just have to travel behind it, I guess. Is that the way it goes? To go right behind it. And then I'll go this way, sure. And that was the wrong choice. That wasn't. You may not pass yet. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, I can't pass yet, I guess. So to go up and try again, huh? Try and push this boulder down and follow behind it. I don't know why the collision detection was so off there that it couldn't see what I was trying to do. But I've been to both sides there, the left and the right, and that first pass through, and now I'll try and dart right over here. And that was the wrong choice too. That didn't work. Okay, so we'll head back up, regain our bearings. No, that doesn't work. You got to push it with the tip of your nose, just the tip. Only the tip will work. Apparently, it's just the tip that will work. And I've been to that alcove over there on the left, and now I'll try. Can I try this one? Can we make it? Okay, that's good. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully they let me. Can you give me a little bit of a? You throw me a bone? Okay, we've got. What is this now? What are they trying to do here? What are they trying to do for me now? They've given me access to an area that previously I could not go into. Trying to win me over, perhaps? Bouncing on to this region. Okay, we got rid of that one, but I don't think that's necessarily what I wanted to have happen. In the big scheme of things, it's not doing much for anyone, so I'll continue to follow behind. I will go ahead and get oh, I may not pass yet, I see. So it reinstantiates itself, I suppose. Okay, so that's horse shit. And just follow behind it again. Fair enough. Fair enough. So watch this rock fall. And okay, and then what we're gonna have to do is go over here. We're gonna have to get another blessing and then go all the way back up. Regain our bearings, come over here, shove this goddamn rock down again, follow behind it. Not that one, not the one with both, not that one to our left, not this one to our right. We're going to assume there's something over here worthwhile. Maybe. Can you tell me anything, my friend? Help me, Ecco. Obi-Wan says, sorry the youngins have taken over your culture. Suppose most normal people think you have to be on drugs to enjoy retro stuff. It's just a weird fucking thing, isn't it? Like, you know, where does that connection come from? Like, is my childhood, is it the things that I enjoyed when I was little, are they so foreign that you feel like you would have to be, not just inebriated, but fucking on Quaaludes and shit, just out of your mind in a haze to be able to like connect with it. That was just like one of the things I liked when I was like second grade. What the hell? How does it get wrapped up in this idea of like you know, glorifying suicide by pills and pharmaceuticals and shit? Like I don't understand. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's really a catch-22 for me because I like the throwback aesthetic of a lot of this stuff. I think it's cool what some of the artists do. I like the music, but the message behind it a lot of times is just shit, in my opinion. Propagating things that I staunchly am opposed to. But then I like parts of it because it's a throwback to the time that I grew up in. So I don't understand. Obi-Wan would like to know what my experiences with drugs are. Fairly pedestrian. Fairly pedestrian. I've never been super attracted to the idea of experimenting with many drugs. Of course, I'm drinking a beer right now. That's hardly considered a drug at this point, though technically it is. It's alcohol. But I've done. I've smoked weed, and that's pretty much it. I've never had any desire to move beyond that. And I would say that a large part of that has to do with the fact that, in 2009, I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but, I experienced sort of a consciousness-altering, what's seen as like a dissociative disorder. That's very, very strange. And I was in this kind of altered state. It's called depersonalization or unreality. No fun, no good, no good. If you would like to find out more about it, you can search that out. But in my case, it was induced by an extended period of stress over the course of months, where I was averaging maybe like 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night, and constantly worrying while I was awake due to other things that were going on in my life, trying to take care of a family member who was also slipping into a very, very awful mental battle, we could say. And anyway, when you are thrust into a state of consciousness that's altered beyond your control in a way that you did not agree to, I think it's like what happened was, as I slowly came out of that over the course of, it took several years before I started to feel normal all the time again, to even understand what that meant, to remember what it was like to feel the way that I had before this thing started, is I gained a new appreciation for the idea of just unaltered consciousness as such. Regular old consciousness, just being sharp and being aware and being in the moment and being who you are. It's like that took on a new profundity for me. And so since that time, I've never had much of a desire to experiment with that kind of stuff. And I know that it's helpful for some people. They've done studies where I think certain psychedelics, especially mushrooms, people say that dosing in a certain amount in a controlled environment can do things like cure depression and can radically alter a person's perception of the world and kind of snap them out of a funk in certain cases. And it's like, I don't doubt the validity of that kind of stuff, but from my experience and from what I've been through, it's like I fought so hard to get back to a baseline just normal experience of the world, that I don't have much of a desire and I don't have much of a curiosity as to what I could experience if I were to alter my state of consciousness by using particular substances. It's just not something I'm interested in. I have like a profound respect for the fragility of the human mind, and being able to experience things in a kind of regular way, because I had that kind of ripped away from me for such a long period of time that once I got it back, it was like, well, maybe for some people, if you're like a psychonaut, as they call themselves, and it's just like you want to experience the wildest form of consciousness that a human being can possibly attain to, then they'll go out and then kind of try various substances and try different drugs and whatever, and then record their thoughts and experiences. And it's like, I'm not saying that there's no utility in that, or that the experiences aren't valid, or that some people are stupid for doing that. You know, everyone's got their reasons, but for me, it's just not something I'm interested in doing, not something I'm interested in kind of dabbling in. So that's yeah, that's that. Obi-Wan says he remembers me mentioning that. Sounds horrible. Personally, fair to say, he is a bit of a pothead. Done LSD a handful of times, 6 years ago, ecstasy twice, nothing else really. Yeah, I think good brother Andrew would probably be in the same boat. I know I believe he's dabbled in some various things, some things that I'm not, that I have not done, that I'm probably not ever going to do. Like I said, just because, you know, I understand that, well, I wouldn't say I understand what would happen. Like I said, I have a respect for just the everyday experience of life from the perspective of the average human being. You know, something like that, when it's ripped away from you, it's like all you want back. I know that for a fact. So it's like, once I was able to achieve that again after a lot of struggle, it's not so much that I'm afraid. It's just, again, like I said, it's a respect I have for just experiencing things regularly. So many people do drugs and they go out and they try and have these experiences because they think regular everyday life is boring. You know, it's like, oh, there has to be like another way of experiencing the world that's like, you know, that's more spiritual, or it's like on a deeper level or something like that. And it's like, well, maybe for some people, you know, maybe some people do want to have that experience. Some people, I think, go out and they do these things because, like I said, they're bored and they don't appreciate the gift of the everyday. They don't relish it. They don't treat it with reverence. And that's something I would say that I gained from my experience was a deep respect for the everyday and the mundane, if you want to call it that. Just to be able to live life the way that a normal human being does. So, and to be concerned with those things, because I mean, it's really tough to explain, but when you're in that altered state, you know, at least what I went through, it was like the idea of reality, the idea of being alive and such. It was just like, it became so foreign. It felt so strange and so odd that it was like, it made it almost impossible to focus on just everyday problems, if you could say that. The things you would normally be concerned with, the things that would normally be very important to you. Just, it was like there was a longing for the ability to be able to be concerned with those things, and to be captivated by those things, to be just wrapped up in everyday life, to be able to live your life, to have those sorts of things occupying your attention, to be able to just accept the fact that you're a person going about your day, doing the things you do. All of that was gone, and I know it's like if you haven't been there, it's like talking about it sounds crazy. The closest, I guess the closest approximation I could put it into would be like, imagine if you woke up and you just felt like you were extremely high, like you had just smoked a fat ass blunt, and you woke up and you were like higher than you've ever been, in like a really bad way. If you've ever like gotten too high, we could say. I know that, you know, people have talked about that. You've gotten too high and it's like very uncomfortable. And like if you just woke up in that state where everything seemed off, everything seemed almost like you couldn't tell if you're awake or if you're dreaming, in this sort of limbo state, that's kind of how it was. You know, that's the best approximation that I could give for it. And then if you can imagine being in that state for you know, close to a year or something, it's just like, Jesus Christ, all you want is just to feel normal again. So yeah, so anyway, in 2009, Obi-Wan was the top math student at his prestigious all-boys school. 2010, he started college and became a pothead. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess if you enjoy that. Crazy thing is, like, I had smoked a handful of times before I went through that sort of saga, and I always liked smoking. It was always fun most of the time. After going through it, it's like I'm not super about it anymore. It's not that I'm like afraid, it's just that it doesn't feel good. I've gotten high a few times since then, since I would say I came out the other side and was the better for it, and have gotten a handle on things. But the way that being high feels, it kind of snaps me back into that particular era. The feeling is so similar to the way that felt, where it's just like it's not enjoyable anymore. And I was never enough of a pothead or a sort of marijuana aficionado where I felt like I really needed to work to be able to become that so that I could enjoy smoking weed again. I just don't really give a shit enough, you know. I was always an infrequent pot smoker. It's never been a huge part of my life, just something I would do every now and again. But for the most part, if I'm around people who are smoking, I typically don't partake. So what else we got here? Obi-Wan said he's gotten too high on the synthetic cannabinoids they were producing 5 years ago. Very bad experience. Yeah, a guy that I used to be in a band with, he had a really, really awful experience after smoking salvia, and it was like a full-blown hallucination, wild trip that he told me about. And it's just like, yeah, I don't want any part of that shit. It's just not interesting to me, you know. I don't some people seek that shit out, and that's fine. If you get a kick out of it, that's like, but it's a different constitution. That's not how I'm wired. It's not what interests me. It's not what I feel like I'm seeking out. You know, I like the more concrete experience that you get if you just don't fuck with your if you don't fuck with your consciousness. I can appreciate it, by itself. I understand there are all these different ways of experiencing the world, and there are all these different ways of altering your consciousness, and you can see the world so differently, man, and stuff like that. And it's like, I get that. That's fine. I'm not denying it. But I suppose that where I am is that I just appreciate what I've got enough to say, if you want to go out and do your own thing and mess around with the way that you perceive the world, that's fine, but I don't feel the desire to, and it's just not something I'm going to seek out. So yeah, I would say be careful. I would caution, I would give a word of caution and say be careful when you start tinkering around with your brain chemistry, because we still don't know how that shit works, man. You know, for all the advances we've made, we don't know what's going on there. So you start messing around, you don't know what's gonna happen. That's why I kind of, you know, I'll stick with beer for the most part. I know what that's gonna produce, basically. So no big surprises. Alright, should I get back to trying this? Help me, Ecco. What do they want? What do you want me to do? Swim closely in front of me and I will follow. Okay. Okay, you want me to swim closely in front of you. Where are we going here? Okay. So what? We go this way? What do you want me to do? Where are we trying to go? What are we trying to do here? No. I feel like that was a bad move. I bet we needed to go like, oh shit. We probably need to go in there, didn't we? No, that wasn't right. That was a bad presumption. We need to go up here. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to do. What is that for? You know? You know what I'm saying? What the hell? What the hell? What are they? No. We've been there before. Okay, so that's not right. So, since that's not right, what do we need to do instead? No good. I just wanna. Okay, let's go across there. Okay, we can remove that. But now what? I've gone through all of the different things here. What do you guys want from me? I don't know what they want me to do. What the shit? Oh, here we toss this rock down. Okay, we can follow behind this one. No. And we still got mushed. You gonna put it back down again? There we go. Alright, let's follow behind. Go in here. Anything? No. Not the right way. Okay, so we'll go up. We'll go down again. Try and shove it on down. Follow behind our falling rock. Can't go in there. Oh. Didn't do anything. No. Pushy toff. Pushy toff. Okay, we don't want to do that one. We don't want to do that one over there. Keep it falling, right? Is this right? Should we go this way? What happens through here? That gives us a little bit of clout, doesn't it? No. Okay. Start over again. Okay. Push it off. Go ahead. Keep it going down. Keep it going down. That's fine. That's fine. That's falling. Okay, so what happens at the very bottom? Might as well find that out, right? No. Nope. The lagoon. So we go over to a new spot. Again, I don't know. I don't know how long this game is. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what we're trying to do. We're caught up by a sea urchin thing. I'm God bless it. I just don't know what to do. You know? Obi-Wan says, hopefully some others out there appreciate these D&Ms we've been having recently. His live stream with the Rookie Critic is out this time on my Sunday morning, by the way. He said he just wanted one at a time. That's fine. That's fine. Also, he's asked Obi-Wan to record some dialogue for a skit he's putting together. Well, that's cool. Some voiceover work, eh? Sounds pretty cool. Well, you know, what do you think of this? Did you realize I could play this on the TV in the bedroom here? I just figured that out last night. I realized that you can zoom out and you can play and get the TV view when you're playing the Genesis games, which is kind of fun. But anyway, I don't believe that I will be completing Ecco the Dolphin. It's just, I think it's too much. You know, I don't... I'm sorry. I can appreciate certain things about it. I can appreciate the soundtrack. I can appreciate the look and feel of it. It is decidedly a Sega Genesis game, absolutely. You know, it captures the spirit of the Sega Genesis. It's fun, but I just don't give a shit. That's a problem. I don't give enough of a shit about this game to try and figure out how to complete it. There are certain things about it that I find intolerable. So I gave it a shot. I'll say that. I think I gave it a good shot. I definitely played this game more tonight than I've ever played it in my entire life. It's just not one of those ones that I'm gonna get through in an evening the way that I got through Gauntlet, or tried to anyway. I did beat Altered Beast last night, so that's good. I don't have to beat every game in the Genesis collection, but I hoped that I would get through this, but it just seems like it's such a chore, you know? Not just that, but they don't give you the lore, they don't give you a rundown of what's happening. It's just like you are expected to complete this game, and that's about that. You know, I have no reason to care. I don't know what's going on with Ecco. You know, and then they restart shit, and it's just, yeah. That's that. Yep, that's that. That's that. So I gave it a good try, Obi-Wan. I tried Ecco. I'm sorry that I couldn't get further in it. I think that you know, here's the thing. It's not like it's impossible. I think that if I sat down for like a full day, maybe I wouldn't even say maybe. I think I could get through it. But it's like trying to play a few hours at a time or something. I don't want to play it anymore. You know? I just don't want to play any more Ecco. I just don't care enough. They've not given me enough reason to care. And it's not like it's challenged me in a way where I feel like I've got something to prove. It's almost like it's more of a puzzle game than anything. Tinkering around until you put the pieces together and then you move forward. And that's not what I'm looking for with a Sega Genesis game. And perhaps that's why I never asked my parents to buy it for me when I was growing up. It's like, as I mentioned earlier, I played it a few times at my old friend Kara's house. You know, she had it. I played it a few times there, just kind of tinkering around, and it was like, yeah, okay. But then I went home, and I wasn't yearning to play more Ecco. It was like I wanted to get home and play Sonic. Or I wanted to get home and play even something like, there's a game on the shelf over here. You can see here, Alien Storm. Alien Storm was fun. Well, let me say this. A friend of mine brought Alien Storm over, and he left it there, and I held on to it for a long time. I wasn't hiding it from him. It was just one of those things where it was like he left it there, and I'm sure that I left shit over at his house too. You know, it was like one of my best friends. But he had left Alien Storm at my house for a long time, and it just kind of naturally became a part of my collection. And I think there was a boxing game where the reverse happened. I had a boxing game. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a Genesis game, and I took it to his house, and I never got that back from him. So it was, I would say it was a decent trade. Not nefarious or anything, but maybe we could try Alien Storm, because that was a fun one, and I never got all the way through it. And maybe now, with a little more experience being a little more seasoned in life, maybe having a little something invested in it, knowing it's a game that I had been playing for years and was like, yeah, I used to play that a lot. Maybe now I would feel like there's something at stake and that it would be worth getting through. So maybe we could come back and try that next time. That might be good. So, okay, yeah. So maybe Alien Storm next time. That could be good. And what else? Tomorrow, good brother Andrew and I will be recording some new sequential Star Wars that will be going up. Some graphic novels in the Star Wars canon, as well as the very first canonical story in the Star Wars saga, which is a short story that comes in a collection of short stories. It's just one short story within this collection of Star Wars short stories that happens to be the very first canonical story in the Star Wars universe. And we will be reviewing that. And I think that'll be the next episode that goes up. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow night. So please look forward to that. And I suppose until then, everyone take real good care. Obi-Wan, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting a bit. Thanks for your questions and your comments as usual. I appreciate it. And yeah, anyone else watching later, thank you for hanging out. And we will be back tomorrow. Probably with Alien Storm. And until then, I'd like to hope everyone takes real good care. Okay? And talk to you soon. A good night.